Conditions are looking a little foggy here locally. It's very calm and very quiet despite what's happening in the tropics. And in case you're just waking up today, a very rough night and still a very rough morning up in Louisiana, where Hurricane Laura made landfall right up just about 2 a.m. this morning, North Carolina time. Made landfall with 150-mile-an-hour winds, the strongest the storm had ever been. It did not weaken as these often do just before landfall. An estimated storm surge of 10 to 20 feet over a large portion of coastal Louisiana, especially the western half and perhaps into eastern Texas. On top of that, it's raining like crazy. Heavy rainfall rates, 8 to 12 inches of rain over a large area, moving right up western Louisiana with isolated 18-inch totals, a possibility moving forward. Here's what the storm looks like now. Of course, it has weakened as they often do. Rainiest part of the storm is on the backside, but we've seen some very strong winds from some of the live footage we've been able to get together on the backside of that eye as it's moving northward. Reports of uprooted trees in some areas, flipped over 18-wheelers along this stretch of Interstate 10, and we're starting to get some unconfirmed damage reports coming out of Lake Charles. It does not look good in Lake Charles. The eye went right over that area. Eastern side of the storm, we're concerned about tornadoes in this band as that storm continues to track northward, and of course the heavy rains near the core as that storm pushes northward. Here's what we're looking for here locally. We've widened the view a bit more. We're not expecting much, if any, rain today. I think western areas will have the best chance. Scattered showers and storms developing this afternoon should carry into the triad, but rain chances are about 20%, 30%, 40% as we go through the day. High temperatures back close to 90 degrees again, and we'll see some patchy afternoon clouds after a pretty sunny start this morning, especially for those of you who don't have any fog. Jumping ahead to tomorrow, I think storm coverage is just a little bit better. At that point, the storm is well inland. Tropical moisture all across the south makes the air a little more unstable, so I think the coverage of the rain tomorrow should be a little bit higher, and the chance for rain overnight and early Saturday morning will be there. Should not be very extensive or rough for that matter for Saturday, but then we'll start to increase the rain chances with likely some breezy showers during the day, and then we could see a few thunderstorms late in the afternoon or early in the evening and before that energy begins to move out of here. It should end relatively quickly, and then we're looking at clearing skies in the wake of that. Should dip into the 60s beginning Sunday morning and even getting a little cooler than that by early Monday. How much rain? It's going to depend largely on where the remnant low tracks, and that's going to carry with it the best rain chance. A lot of that moisture, though, will get stretched out along a front, so it does. We have brought in very high rain chances for Saturday for 80%, and I think most people will end up with about a half an inch to an inch of rain, but some 1 to 3 inch totals will be a possibility if you get caught under a very heavy downpour. Nice otherwise. Temperatures in the 70s this morning. Highs will be in the lower 90s this afternoon. There's that 20% rain chance I mentioned, mid to upper 80s even by lunchtime today. It's been a warm August. Near 90 in the foothills, that 30% rain chance, 80s in the mountains with a 40% rain chance by late in the day. It will cool things down by late weekend.